What's up, guys? It's me Boxing, and today I'm going to be predicting the outcome of Juan Francisco Estrada versus Ramon Chocolatito Gonzalez 2, which will be a 12-rounder for the unified WBC, WBA, and Ring Magazine Super-Flyweight World Championship. And this fight is going to be Saturday, March 13th from the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. And this fight is going to be broadcasted on DAZN. And again, to both fighters, Juan Francisco Estrada, fighting out of Sonora, Mexico, has a record of 41 wins, 3 defeats, with 28 wins coming by way of knockout. He's currently ranked number 3 by BoxRec and is a 2-weight world champion. He won the WBA Flyweight World title as well as the WBC Super-Flyweight World title, and he still holds that WBC Super-Flyweight title to this day. His losses, 2 of them he actually avenged, and now since he's taking on Ramon Chocolatito Gonzalez, he looks to avenge his 3rd loss. So that would mean he's beaten everyone that he has faced. So his losses are to, obviously, Ramon Chocolatito Gonzalez 8 years ago. He lost via unanimous decision. He also has a loss to Juan Carlos Sanchez Jr. early on in his career. He did avenge that loss by 10th round knockout. And he also has that loss to Soren Visai, where he did avenge that loss, winning via unanimous decision. And he is coming off a victory over Carlos Cuadras in October of 2020. And that was a war. Definitely one of the contenders for Fight of the Year. Sadly, it did not make it onto my list because there were so many other great fights and great knockouts in that month of October. Speaking of the Gervonta Davis knockout, another great fight in October was Baranchyk versus Zepeda and Carlos Cuadras versus Juan Francisco Estrada. Estrada did get dropped in that fight, but came back to score a knockout very late in the fight, dropping Cuadras multiple times, and it was a total Mexican war, and one of the best fights I've seen personally. But he does have a very balanced, very good resume. I'm just listing some of his biggest fights, but he has very good wins, just like against Dwayne Beeman just before he fought Carlos Cuadras, and he has many, many other good wins. But again, to his opponent, Ramon Chocolatito Gonzalez, he's known as Chocolatito. He's one of my favorite fighters personally. I've always watched him. I've seen him live on HBO. I remember I would just go on watching a Triple G card, and I'd be like, oh, Chocolatito's on. I want to see a great knockout. He was one of my favorite fighters. I've seen him live a few times. I saw him versus Brian Viloria on the Triple G versus Daniel Lemieux undercard, and he looked great there. And he's still one of my favorite fighters to this day. He holds a record of 50 wins, 2 defeats, with 41 wins coming by way of knockout, and he's currently ranked number 2 by BoxRec. And I believe number 1 is Kazuto Ioka. And those are the best guys in the division. Soren Visai, Chocolatito, Ioka, and Estrada. I mean, this division is stacked full of talent. Even Kosei Tanaka you could count in the top as well. Even though we just got stopped by Ioka. These guys are all tremendous fighters, and they don't get a lot of credit because they are lighter. But boy, did they put on fights. And both of these guys combined have nearly 100 fights. And nearly 50 wins, 90 wins in total if you add up all their wins. And, they're tremendous fighters. They're very strong, very skilled, very speedy, and they just fight so much in their career. But Ramon Chocolatito Gonzalez has 2 losses, and they both come to Soren Visai. So one similar thing here is that Estrada and Chocolatito had trouble against Soren Visai. But Chocolatito did lose via majority decision in their first fight, but then in the rematch, he got knocked out inside 4 rounds, getting dropped twice in the 4th. And it was a very, very good knockout as well. But Chocolatito does have a very, very good win against Juan Francisco Estrada 8 years ago. But, like they've been saying, 8 years in the making. Will it be revenge? Will it be repeat? Who knows? And this is a pure 50-50 fight. I've seen predictions from both sides. Some people are predicting Chocolatito by stoppage. Some people are predicting Estrada by stoppage. Some are predicting a close decision for Chocolatito. Some are predicting a close decision for Estrada. And I'm still torn on my prediction. One day I feel like Estrada's going to win. One day I feel like Chocolatito's going to win. It's such a very, very good fight. And that's what us boxing fans want to see. A 50-50 fight that could go either way. And Chocolatito also has very good wins against Carlos Cuadras, Israel Gonzalez, and a knockout win over Khalid Yafai in 2020, where he did win the WBA world title. And I actually was going against Gonzalez. I thought that he was shot. I thought that he was going to lose via unanimous decision. But then he dominates, drops, and stops Khalid Yafai in tremendous fashion. And Chocolatito is a 4-division world champion, winning the WBA minimum weight world title, WBA light flyweight title, as well as the WBA Super-Flyweight title and the WBC Flyweight title. But as I was saying before, many other YouTube channels, other articles, just other boxing reporters in general, and even fighters are predicting either way. And personally, I'm going to go on the Chocolatito train, and I'm thinking that Chocolatito will start out strong. The mid-rounds will be dead even. Then I think Estrada will take over in the end just because Chocolatito's getting a little older. Fatigue might set in, and I think Estrada will win the later rounds. But I think Chocolatito will win enough rounds to win a very, very close decision. I could definitely see majority or split, and I could definitely see either fighter going down here, and a knockdown could decide the winner of this fight. Because these two, even in their first fight, it was an extremely close fight. Although it was a unanimous decision, it was very, very close and very, very good. And at that time, Estrada didn't have as much experience and he was a young kid. Similar to Chocolatito, he was very young, but Chocolatito was already an established world champion at the time. And Chocolatito is looking to become pound-for-pound #1 again, and now he'll definitely be in the pound-for-pound top 5 if he wins this fight, no matter what. Either guy wins, they'll be in my pound-for-pound top 5 because they have those wins, and they fought against Strong Visai, they fought against all these top guys, and I hope that the winner will face Strong Visai if he gets past his opponent that he has actually today. And yeah, I'm looking forward to great fights in the super flyweight division, and it's definitely one of the best divisions out there today that doesn't get a lot of credit. So overall, my final prediction is that Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez becomes the unified super flyweight world champion and wins a very, very close split decision or majority decision over Juan Francisco Estrada to give him his 4th taste of defeat and to go 2-0 in their series. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.